No, this is the worst. This is the worst, most dangerous, and he is a threat to democracy for a number of reasons. Number one is he's incompetent. He's a threat to American democracy. He's a Joe Biden is a threat. Who would do weaponization? Weaponization is a threat. Using DOJ to win an election is a threat to democracy. So I believe we're going to have the 4 greatest years in the history of the country. I also think that when you look at how bad the economy is in some ways, but the stock market holds up, because every time I have good poll numbers, if you take a look, the stock market's going up. The stock market thinks we're going to win. That's the only reason the stock market's up. And if something would happen, I tell you, I honestly believe you'd have a crash like in 1929. That's what I believe. The stock market is up for 2 reasons, actually. They're running on the fumes of what we did. We had the greatest economy ever in the history of this country, and they think we're going to win. And if we win, the stock market's going to go through the roof. But they think we're going to win, and I think that's why it's up. But we will quickly cut New Hampshire energy prices in half or even more. So you don't know, because you have a governor who's, honestly, he's terrible. This guy, I watch him. He's all over the place. You know, he ran for president. You know that. He didn't announce it because he didn't have the guts, right? But he ran for president. And he didn't exactly, his numbers were in the vicinity of Asa Hutchinson. No, they were so bad. And instead of announcing, like you're supposed to do, you're supposed to run, you announce you're running, and if you do well, great. If you don't do well, that's fine too. What are you going to do, right? But he went around, he was on every show. This guy, he thinks he's hot stuff. He's nothing. He's nothing. Now, sometimes I say things about people where you can never bring it back. That's okay with me, Chris, because this guy is bad news. This guy is bad news for the country. I don't want to bring it back. I never want to have it back. I'll take good care of New Hampshire. I always have. You don't need this guy. This guy is bad. He's bad. He's bad. But he ran for president. He ran for president. He went crazy. He's on every show. I said, the only thing I respected, I didn't know how he could get from one studio to, I've never seen anything like it. And you know what? He ran so much that people realized they don't like him very much. It was crazy. And then he decided not to run. But that's all he was doing. And now he's backing a woman that I know very well, a woman that is not capable of doing this job. I know her very well. She's not tough enough. She's not smart enough, and she wasn't respected enough. She cannot do this job. She's not going to be able to deal with President Xi. She's not going to be able to deal with Putin and Kim Jong-un and all of the people the very fine people you have to deal with. And she will not be able to do the job, and we have to tell her to leave Social Security a lot because she wants to wipe out your Social Security. We're not going to let that happen. So the next Trump economic boom will begin exactly on November 5th, 2024, right?